Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to CDT Study Club with me, your host, Lee Coursey, managing partner of Russellville Dental Laboratory. Tonight may be a little bit shorter than usual. I'm going to be honest with you. I messed up my back pretty good this weekend, and it's a little uncomfortable this evening. So I may be transitioning out of here a little bit earlier than normal. But tonight, one of the things that I do want to get done is I want to apply for the CDT exam on CAM so that we can see that process and everybody can understand what's going on. And as long as I remember to cover up my credit card numbers, we should be pretty good. So that's the first thing that we're going to do today. The website, I'm going to pull that up. Let's go. Yeah, all right. So the website for the NADL, or for the NBC, I think it's nbccert.org. Yeah, so nbccert.org. And you can see now remote testing now available for written and practical examinations, so that's a big deal. Since we are doing the, I guess I should go ahead and do the intro here. Let's go to, if you are an RDL employee, you have access to the RDL Employee Experience folder, which would give you the CDT Study Club workbook. It's Google Slides deck, which we are working on together. We are preparing for the comprehensive exam, trying to work on that stuff together as a team. And here are the references for the CDT exam. All of these are available in the laboratory if you're working on your removable CDT pathway. If you're looking for a different pathway, we've got almost all the materials, and we're working on getting them all. But the CDT exam is broken up, or at least the comprehensive exam is broken up into these sections. So we have we have these sections here. So most of what we have is materials, which is going to cover things like stone and plaster and things like that. Then another big chunk is safe working environment, and then anatomy, which we did a lot of stuff on anatomy last week, and if I can stand for longer tonight, we will do more stuff on anatomy tonight. But first things first, we're going to get started on that CDT exam. So we're going to go here and we're going to go to become a CDT. I have not done this ahead of time, so let's figure out. So online CDT examination. All right. Cool. All right, so let's get this started. And that would be the lab here. Sure. Oh, this is very confusing. So this is supposed to be city, state, zip code. This is not a well-designed form, ladies and gentlemen. It is not a well-designed form. Somebody needs some user experience testing, user experience best practices here. Email me form, emailmeform.com. All right. All right. Well, my phone number's out there everywhere, so I don't think this one really particularly matters. If I get famous, so be it. So, whoops, hold on. One moment, please. All right, so yes, I'm putting in my email address, and I do want to receive my results electronically, so I'm putting that in, and then let's see what we got now. All right, here we go. So I'll turn this back on now, since I'm not putting in my personal information now. All right, please select below if you're registering for the written comprehensive examination and then choose the testing window. So yes, I'm registering for the written and comprehensive. January, February, March, April. Wow. Okay, so let's take a look at what the current window is. Oh, so they actually have from 2018 here, they have the breakdown. So let's look at this. So the MDC annual report. So written examination, interesting. Written exam, practical exam. So they only have the written exam. Okay, and what does it tell us? So there were 580 examinations. 188 of those were comprehensive. Let's focus just on the blue here. So in the comprehensive form 2, we don't know how many passed or failed. There was a 68% pass rate on comprehensive form 21. Yeah, so 178 people took comprehensive form 21. 121 of them passed, 57 failed. So that's a 68% pass rate. Of course, we don't know what any of those people did or did not study or anything like that. Comprehensive, dependability 0.966, so that's pretty accurate. And so about 32% were for complete dentures and about 28% were for crown and bridge. Interesting. Another 16% for ceramics. For the practical exam, complete dentures had a 64% pass rate, almost the lowest. Orthodontics is the lowest at 63.64. So complete dentures has the lowest pass rate of anything. Yikes, ceramics has the highest pass rate. That's interesting. Okay, so there's some information for us to digest. What I'm looking for right now is the exam. So let's go to become a CDT again, and we're going to go, maybe the CDT examination handbook has the times in it. Does it have the windows in it? My wife, if she were watching this right now, since she helped us get all of this stuff together, she would be going tisk tisk, or she would be telling me exactly where it was. I'm looking for the list of test dates. All right, so in advance of the examination day, if you're doing removable prosthodontics, complete dentures, in advance of the examination day, candidates must pour and mount casts on semi-adjustable articulators according to NBC instructions. They must then set up and process a complete set of maxillary and mandibular dentures. At the test site, they will make and finish a maxillary custom tray, arrange a 1x28 anatomical teeth in full balance using the previously mounted casts, wax and contour the 1x28 setup, make 2 denture repairs, 1 tooth replacement and 1 fracture repair. This is where it gets a little hinky. I'm going to be honest with you. I've heard some nightmare stories about the fracture repair, that they'll just take the denture and they'll just go clunk, and you've got to put it back together. So sticky wax is your friend, I think. Make a maxillary stabilized base plate and wax an occlusal rim on it. Okay, so these are all doable things. If you know setup at all, especially for removables, then this should not be an issue. I think where people get into trouble is going to be probably the dentures that they bring in to be examined, that they've already finished, and getting the full balance set up would be my guess. But the exam, this is a difficult exam, obviously. There has to be, I know I'm going right past it, so I beg your forgiveness as we're watching tonight. I've probably already. Maybe I checked the index or something like that. It's always a separate document though. CDTs. Become a CDT. The crazy part is that I have this hanging on a wall right outside in the laboratory. But I'm too damned. We didn't scroll far enough. Exam dates and locations. Go down to Oral Arts Laboratory. Go to okay, one moment. I'm gonna go grab this off the window out here. So, like I said, I know that this exists because it's on the wall out there. So, it looks like to do the December 1. All right, so December 1, let's look at this. So it says remote testing, CBT. You can do your comprehensive exam. Application is due by November 20th. We've missed the October deadline. So today is October 25th. It had to be in by October 20th. I'm going to hear about that one from the person who's been doing all this work. Anyway, and it's computer-based, and it's December 1. So let's look at the calendar. Okay, so it's December 1st. It's Thursday, December 1st? Thursday, December 1st. Interesting. Okay. There we go. December 1, remote testing. All right, so now we've got dates out through. So December 1, so I can get my comprehensive exam done in December and try to do my written specialty in January. There's practical exam in Brooklyn in January. Practical, so April in Huntsville. Or I've got to travel to I'm not doing Fort Sam Houston, Texas on December 3rd, I will tell you that much. So I may be traveling to Brooklyn, New York. So let's talk about the remote testing for the practical exam. This is only possible if your environment supports that. Like if you're, so we have to have, basically we have to have 10 stations fully stocked for technicians to come in and do whatever the exam is in order to be certified as a testing location. And we don't have 10 stations of any one particular thing, let alone all of them that can be reconfigured. That we're just not that type of lab anymore. So yeah, so it looks like I may be traveling to get my practical exam, or I may have to wait until April to do it in Alabama at Oral Arts. Go see Oral Arts. I'd like to see their lab. That's a big lab. If anybody out there is watching from Oral Arts, just say hey. Peace. All right, so I'm gonna get back to my little here we go. So I am signing up for the December testing window. I'm not signing up for the written specialty exam, and let's see if it's still got me. All right, so please say I'm not registering for the practical exam. I will be doing complete dentures. So it's not going to make me do that. Do you read and speak and write English, the native language? Yes. Have you been convicted of illegal practice of dentistry? No. Did you graduate from high school or the equivalent? Yes. List post-secondary studies and degrees earned if anywhere. Bachelor's of science. But I can't spell science. Science. Bachelor's of science. State. Not the team name, Lee. They don't want to know the mascot of the team you graduated from. No, they want to know the name of the university. And apparently I can't spell university. That's what you get with... Oh, it's Bachelor of Science. Sorry. Continuing education. Do you have the required 5 years of experience or education? I'm going to go with yes on this one. Enclosed, you will find the following completed dentures. No. All right. Present employer. This jackass at Russellville Dental Lab. 206 Sam Walton. Drive. Russellville, Kentucky, 42276. Date of employment 06/01 2006. Me. Brief description of the work you do. Cover your eyes, kids. I run a dental lab. There's no quality statement in that. I run a dental lab. Are you responsible for supervising the performance of other technicians or production personnel on a daily basis? You could say yes. Are you regularly or occasionally responsible for the introduction or training of other technicians? Yes. Applicant's previous employment. Yeah, I don't need to do that because I've been here forever. Is that a blank? I have 17 years of experience. 17 years in the dental laboratory? My name is Lee Corsi. What is today's date? Well, I could tell if I could get that box to go away. It is 10/25/2022. Written comprehensive examination. No. Yes, written comprehensive examination. Boom. No, I don't need semi-adjustable. Yep. Credit card type. All right, so this is when we get to that stuff where I turn it off real quick. So we're just going to be chatting for a moment. Chatting. How's it going? Got to figure out what card I use. Bruce, cover your eyes. I'm spending money. I know this is exciting. This is exactly what everyone tunes into Twitch for. They're like, I want to see some dude sign up, some middle-aged dude sign up for a test in the virtual world. But the truth of the matter is, it's pretty freaking exciting. Thought I was never going to get it, and I'm going to get it. No reflective surfaces. I am not a robot. I have to prove that I'm not a robot by telling a robot what crosswalks look like. I am apparently so good at telling a robot what crosswalks look like that it keeps giving me pictures of crosswalks. When's enough enough? No, I don't want you to save my Visa card information. All right, switching back, gameplay. Thank you, your submission has been saved. So, let's see if we got anything good. Think it's in yet? Oh, Shrek. So I got an email that says, thank you for submitting your application to take the NBC Certified Dental Technician examinations. Your application will be reviewed and a member of our team will contact you if there are any questions. For written examinations, once a candidate has been approved for computer-based testing through NBC, they will receive an email confirming they have been approved with detailed instructions. All right, so I've done it. I've done the scary thing and I've signed up for the exam, and now I await getting my ass kicked. So instead, what we will do is focus on our study club, keep doing good things. So let's go down that anatomy rabbit hole one more time. I've got a few more minutes left in me until my back gives out. You know, that's how it is. So let's talk about what we were talking about last week. We identified a whole bunch of bones and we were getting into the tooth. Yeah, buddy. All right, so I think we were getting into, again, if you want to sign up for the NBC, or if you want to sign up for the CDT, please let me know. We can help you with the process. If you feel like you're ready to take the test, let us know and we'll get you done and get you going too. You can take the test with me when I take it, or take it at a later date. But let's get back to the study aspect of this. So I think I was working on a slide that would be routine every time. Yeah, cool. Can I just add that? Can I save this as a, why can't I just say, I don't understand why I can't just save this slide as a template. I just want this to be I just want it to be a thing. Is that too much to ask? Jeez. All right. So we were looking at, our prompt for this section is anatomy. 16 to 18% of general knowledge examination questions. Identify occlusal requirements. This is so geared. Yeah. So we did differentiate types of occlusion, and so we got right here. Yeah. Why am I copying this? I can just go right here. B. I think those F's are wrong. That's wrong. All right, so identify occlusal requirements. All right, so somebody's got some stuff here for us, which I truly appreciate. Oh, it's the color. Okay. Okay, I get it. Sorry, I will stop. All right. Occlusion, canine guidance. Occlusion in which occlusal contacts of the cuspids. All right, cuspids and bicuspids, and then we usually use the terminology interior internally as premolars. That's the most commonly way. So cuspids would be your 6 and 11, right? And then bicuspids would be your premolars. So, all right, malocclusion means the teeth are not aligned properly. See this. So class 1 occlusion would be normal normal relationship. Class 2 or retrognathic would be where the jaw is back. Yeah. Hi. And this bulldog. This is class 3. Prognathic. Retrognathic and prognathic. All right. Identify tooth morphology. Okay, that's where we were headed. So we did the bones. And we haven't done, okay, tooth morphology. So I think we're pulling into, oh, and I need to upload the most recent episode to our YouTube channel. So I'm going to switch over to that real quick and make sure that is uploaded. I appreciate you all for checking that out. No, we don't need to watch YouTube videos on this. We just needed the thing to come up here. So we're going to add that video. Yeah. All right, so I'll make sure that gets added. And then let's get into tooth morphology. So I think we were actually using a good bit of Google last time. And let's see what good images we can find. There we go. Good old PTC Blue Dolphin training. Yeah. And then we're gonna go. All right, so this tool right up here, if you go to tool, I'm gonna go to large. Yeah. Tooth. Oh, nice. All right, tooth morphology. I'm gonna go back on these references a bit. Oh, did we find a video here?
So today we're going to be talking about premolars. Premolars are essentially just an intermediate between canines and molars. So the first premolar is years, and like all of the permanent teeth.
Let's pause this and see what we got here.
Right, so the buccal cusp has 3 lobes, which it develops from. So we'll see here that the mesial cusp slope of the buccal cusp is actually longer than the distal cusp slope, and that is the exception to the rule.
Nice.
That the mesial cusp slope is always shorter than the distal cusp slope when you have one facial cusp. And the other one that is exception to the rule is the primary maxillary canine. So maxillary first premolar and the primary maxillary canine is the exception to the rule for mesial cusp slopes and distal cusp slopes. Moving on, here we see, as we mentioned, the lingual view. The lingual cusp is smaller than the buccal cusp, and because of that, when we're looking at lingual view, we can actually see both cusps, whereas in the buccal view, we can only see the buccal cusp. And the lingual cusp is shorter mesiodistally as well as cervical occlusal cervically. And when we were talking about embrasures, we said that the facial embrasure is always thinner than the lingual embrasure because the lingual side of the tooth is thinner than the facial side of the tooth. So that's pretty obvious here. The lingual side of the tooth is shorter than the buccal or facial side of the tooth, which is why when we do lingual embrasures, they're going to be wider.
To the CDT Study Club. Congratulations. That's
so
I bet there's more stuff in this. Pause. Dental anatomy. Permanent molars. Basic dental terminology. This is great stuff. Look at all this stuff. So I'm going to try to get some of this stuff together. This would be good references. This is great. Bone gums in harmony. That is the quality humor that I appreciate. Bone gums in harmony. Bone, bone, bone. Dental anatomy, permanent anterior teeth. Dental anatomy 101 vocabulary. This is some pretty cool stuff. So we're gonna save to watch later. Oh, can I put this to the play? Oh, look, I can put it to the CDT Study Club playlist. That's great. So if you click the link, if you're on the Twitch channel, there's a link down below that has it to the has a link to the CDT Study Club playlist, and you can actually find these videos right there on that playlist. So awesome. This is good. This is good stuff. I'm pretty happy about this little find. The internet is amazing. Always surprises me. And I wanted to look at this.
So today we're going to be talking about premolar.
Yeah, I know you're talking about premolars. We're going to look at this basic dental terminology.
Hey everyone, this is Dr. Ryan here. If you're new to mental dental, welcome to the channel.
Really a doctor?
You're in this video, and I sincerely hope the roof of the mouth this diagram, and the patient is next door to the incisors, and we also have the baby teeth, also called the primary dentition, are shown here.
Okay.
And we have.
There you go. So this is one of the things that we do need to actually cover. So that's actually pretty cool. So let's look at primary dentition and permanent dentition, and we'll add that into our tooth morphology stuff. So all right, and let's see if we can get some good quality images here. Let's see what we get. All right, so we've got this. Open image in new tab. Okay, it's a pretty good image. Copy image, go over here, we're gonna make a new slide. We're gonna make it blank. Control V, paste that in, boom. Whole new slide, boom, 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 boom. Okay, and then we can take this cool video here. We can actually link right to here. Watch this. Share. Start at 401, copy. Now we're going to go down here into the slide we just created, and we'll go click. There we go. So now there's a link here. There's a link here to a video that will help out. So you can click on that, yep, and just click right there, basic dental terminology. Cool, 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 cool. It's another way to share that stuff. What else did they have on this one? They had tooth numbering. Okay. This is an interesting one. A whole notebook of tooth numbering. I think that's a little more than what I want. All right, so we use the universal numbering system mostly in America, but the universal numbering system, which means that nobody else uses it and it's not universal. So let's do another new slide. I think I'm just going to move this one up here. Control V. Pull this sucker over here because that is a much bigger image. That was supposed to be a much bigger image. Why is it flaking out? Open image in new tab. See, that says That is some sneaky Wikipedia stuff, man. And that's a nice little chart there. Copy image. And it's better than this thing. All right, permanent teeth. All right, so the way I've always remembered tooth numbering, and this is my little trick I'll share with you if you ever have an issue with remembering, I only remember the canines. So 6 and 11 on the upper. So right hand 6. All right, right hand 6. So 6, 11, and then it goes down, so 22, 27. So if I remember 6, 11, 22, 27, I can get the rest of the numbers. So if you need a device to be able to remember this stuff, there you go. And then this is the universal numbering. So we could change this. Let's change this to title only, and we'll call this universal numbering. And then we're going to shrink this image down, apparently, because it's too big. Okay. So we'll click that, and then we're going to duplicate this slide. And we're going to go up here, and we're going to say FDI. And we're going to look for, let's talk about the difference between these two. Woo, that is a crazy chart looking. All right, there's a good image. Copy image, copy image. I don't know why that comes up. New tab. There we go. Copy image. So this particular one here has the universal system on the inside in the orange one. So you can see it's 1 through 16 on the top, 17 through 32 on the bottom. But then it also translates to the FDI. So you can see the FDI uses a quadrant method. So your upper right quadrant is quadrant 1, upper left is quadrant 2, lower left is quadrant 3, lower right is quadrant 4. So the teeth up here, starting at the midline, this is 1, 1. This is, so my right central would be 1, 1. My right lateral would be 1, 2. My right canine would be 1, 3. So when you're looking at a case, you can automatically look at it and go, this is 1, 1, and this is 2, 1. So 1, 1, and 2, 1. And if you were looking at the lower, you would reverse it. You would say this is 4, 1, this is 3, 1. Okay? So those are your centrals, and if you can count away, then you can count your number. Now the Palmer method is, I think, based on this diagram, it's showing the quadrant with the number. So I think what that is a shorthand methodology that is used in dental records. I'm pretty sure. If anybody knows and wants to correct me, you can tell me. Please do so. I want to be right, not right. Wait, I want to be correct, not right. What, you know what I'm trying to say, I think. Numbering comparisons, tooth morphology. Hey, hey. Cool. Go new slide, Control V. New slide. Is that the same image? It's not the same image. My desk is bouncing, and like I said, my back is really giving me fits, so I truly do apologize. I may have to call it quits here before too long. All right, nice little image. right, let's see what else we can find here that helps with tooth morphology. Oh, there's that again. Nice little image there. There we go. See, this is what I want to see. I want to see this kind of stuff. Good images that inspire and are pretty, make you feel good about what you're looking at. That stuff is nice. Let's see what they have. Where is this? Okay, so Dare to Dream Brave. All pins, and it's just these two images. Huh. Nice. Huh. Cool. All right, so we're on Pinterest. If you wanted to learn about, well, apparently it's picking up my stuff, so there's some Bible stuff here. Apparently, no, that's putting my survival. I swear. I only own one copy of Where There Is No Dentist. It's important reading. What else do we have here? Cool. Wow. Okay, I'm seriously impressed. This is somebody taking stuff to a whole new level. That's beautiful. Oh, and they're selling it on Etsy too. That's great. That's great. Is that downloadable? Man, Etsy's got dental anatomy stuff. Let's see what we can find. That's pretty cool. I'm sorry to get a little off topic here, but that's pretty freaking cool. All right. What else we got? Make you a better technician. Let's see what he has to say.
The fabricated, which is natural teeth. Require to do a good dental laboratory technicians. I know a lot of people require about it, this kind of things. Different of you, the patient bite. Only thing difference is the shifting. Only thing difference, so more sharp.
Let's see if this is really.
Now the other things.
So using the smile
about
book.
the molar. Same thing. Height of. Whenever you see maxillary second premolar,
Is this his
you
book?
see the wide, the width, the backside lingual view is smaller. And then here is the another, and
So he's done a book.
another line angle each cusp side, and they make another ridge is dissection groove like this. But God created one cusp, one side, and the other side looks like four concept. Look at this ridge. Okay, so another cusp ridge, especially differentiation. Take the cross. See, is all the time groove like this. Change it. Yeah. So vocal cusp is higher than lingual. Okay. This is a tooth morphology from the natural teeth, and this kind of things. And then we make something. And then here is
People have strange
morphology you can do.
studies and obsessions, but I guess, wow.
Yeah, so then you know the color and shaping contours.
Wow.
Right? That makes sense? And here is the another contours is crazy. Very nice. Great.
So, all right, interesting stuff. Let's see what else, what other good things we can find here. So let's pull out our. So once again, if you are going to use the CDT Study Club materials from the Employee Experience folder, you can go to the NADL CDT folder and you can go to the Air Force Manual. That's available, and you can do open with. It's not doing. Why is it not doing? It's supposed to do what I. What happened to our little trick? Did Google change this? Man. For real? Does this do it? Does it make it searchable? It sure does, but they did change this. They absolutely did change this. So you have to open in a new window now. And then you can still do this, and it'll open that way. Okay, that's weird, man. So they changed that functionality a little bit. So let's get zoomed out just a little bit. I guess I can't. I bet I can. All right, so general health conditions, safety in the laboratory. I bet we need to go over that next week. So let's go over safety in the laboratory and infection control. Safety and infection control next week in our session. What I was actually looking for here is tooth morphology. Intraoral soft tissue anatomy, section 3F. That's oh, and you can't put the number in here. So I need to go to 116. Okay, so we did this last week, abicularis oris. So this is we're going to also open this with Adobe Acrobat. And then watch this. I can go to 116. You can't see that over here. But I can go and I can grab this image, copy image, and I can bring this over here. Boom. Yep, there we go. All right. So let's see what other amazing things that we can find. Yeah, here's another one. All right. And we've done some of these soft tissue things before. We talked about residual ridge. There we go. Now that's a good one. Copy image. So I think one of the things that's entirely possible to happen when you're doing these exams, or when you're doing the exams, the written exams, is to get overwhelmed with all of the words, because we learn these words like vestibule, gingiva, labial frenum. I know what the labial frenum. I had my frenum disconnected when I was like 17 years old. I remember it but if you put labial frenum, sulcus, gingiva, vestibule all together, it can get really overwhelming for anybody. It's hard to keep the words straight when there's so many not everyday words that are being thrown at us, but we still have to figure out how to get that done. Ooh, I like this one though. We're gonna copy. Where's that? So if you don't know about Snip and Sketch, it is a great tool. It's available with your Windows. You can just hit Start and type in Snip, and you get Snip and Sketch. It comes pre-installed, and what you can do is this. You can click New, and then it lets you draw on your screen. I'm actually going to go over here and draw this box, and then it's going to give me this because I wanted to capture this up here. So I'm going to go Copy, and then just all I do is New Thing, and boom. So now we've got that image in there with its title and everything else. I can just stretch it out. Boom. There we go. And now you see the retromolar pad we were talking about, where the retromolar pad frequently doesn't get captured in impressions, and now we can see it and it helps. So, all right. Let's see what else I've got here. Next page. Oh, intrinsic muscles of the tongue. I'm gonna have to get a ruling on whether muscles of the tongue are gonna show up. Minor duct opening. Wow. That is a lot of information. All right, temporomandibular joint. Now we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna go back up here to the bones of the face stuff. I'm gonna go plus, and I'm gonna go boom. Nope. Copy image. Okay. All right, there we go. Glenoid fossa. So there's the TMJ, temporomandibular joint. Arrange, bring to front. Well, fine. What if we just did this? No, not that. That's not fun. We're going to do this, and we're just going to rotate it because we can. And then we'll just move it right over here. And be like, what? Temporomandibular joint. There it is. Congratulations. Boom. Solutions, not problems. We'll just make that layout blank so there's no other crap in the way. All right. Next page. All right, so if you get into, I think I'm going to end things for the evening just a few minutes early. Next week, if you're watching, I'm going to put a note in here. Basically, we're going to go to, after this, we're going to go to Air Force Manual, Volume 1. So we want to go Air Force Manual, Volume 1, real page 128, dental tooth anatomy. So now we've got a note for next week about where to put that information. And we can look through, now that we've looked through some fun stuff on Google, we can look through what's in the Air Force Manual and try to figure out if there's some good information in here that will really nail this down. Oh, they actually do have, there we go. I'm getting this image already. I like this image. It's very, very clean. Boom. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. This is saved. You can tell it. See document status. All changes saved to drive. Yeah, we don't want to turn on offline use. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out and close our stream for today. I appreciate you showing up, those of you that showed up. And I'm going to go ahead and upload that video from last week and from this week right after this session. So thank you for showing up. And just remember, if you want to get started with the CDT exam, please let me know.